Hey class, this is Casey Shear with FDINT 211 on Choose Your Position. The questions we have this week are: what are some of your misconceptions you had before this week about Islam, and when did you learn that changed your misconceptions? To be honest, I didn't have a whole lot of misconceptions during my mission in Florida. We had met with and taught some stuff to a part member family that had been Muslim. The mother and the father had been Muslim. The mother had converted, and then the father was in the process converting. He just really wanted to know a lot and was taking a longer time, but eventually he did get baptized, and their daughter was baptized later on too. And they were Turkish Muslims, so there's a lot of differences there. I guess for me, I didn't know a lot about the Sharia. I think I'm pronouncing that right, Sharia. I didn't know a lot about that, and that law that it's comparable to the law of Moses, and that I was surprised with how harsh it was, but it's understandable, when you compare it to things like the Mosaic Law or some of the things that they did during before Christ, during Christ's time. So that was a surprise to me, but once I actually thought about it and heard more about it in the podcast, it made a lot of sense. But I really liked the 5 pillars. I really like how they explained the jihadi, and they went over that. And it's interesting to note that with Muslim, how similar it is to LDS religion, that there's a lot of comparisons. We each have our own extra set of scriptures. We each believe in a singular God. We both have sort of a prophet that had renewed or restored the religion, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of similarities, and then there's a lot of differences as too. So it's really interesting to go through a religion that we think is so much different than ours, when in reality it actually has a lot of similarities to ours. But yeah, thanks for listening to this video. I'm really trying to keep it to the 2 to 3 minutes. I know I've been going over a lot, so I'm going ahead and cut a little bit short. Just in conclusion, that a lot of these things were neat and a refresher, and that the Shariha was the biggest one that kind of stood out to me. Thanks.